we're back with co-parenting talk. I'm Sean, 41.
Rashida, 41.
I think our last conversation was really good. I was actually impressed with how that went. Feel like the convo flowed effortlessly. Like we didn't really have to, put too much thought into it because this is our real life. But,
Right.
The topic came up with like how much more can we talk about the co-parenting topic? I mean, it's a wide array of things we could talk about because it's no one face to this co-parenting thing. So
Right.
I wanted to talk about like co-parenting, well, multiple different kinds of co-parenting, but I first wanted to talk about co-parenting with family, meaning like maybe there's like a dad who has the kids, and then when they're with the mom, they're actually with the grandma or the aunt or something like that, where it's like that type of situation. Like, do you know anybody who co-parent like that?
I do.
Or have you heard of anybody?
I do. And I feel like it falls under that category of it takes a village kind of, because that's what it, turns into. And it works. I mean, support is support.
Right.
When you look at it, that kind of, and it's still co-parenting because it's helping with all aspects of raising the kids. But I do know some situations like that, and I mean it works.
Is there any instances where it didn't work, or you heard of anything where it was like a problem? But sometimes like other family members can kind of overstep boundaries sometimes.
This is true. I feel like that can happen regardless though, honestly. Like even without a co-parenting situation, I feel like that's just something that you have to deal with as it comes on in whatever situation.
Right.
But for the most part, it works. I mean, I feel like as the parent, you're always thankful for some assistance. Especially if it's, we'll probably hit on this later, but like living assistance, that makes a big deal, as opposed to, you have to take your kids somewhere and stay here. But to have that living kind of co-parenting situation where you have that help from your parents or from someone else, I feel like that's probably super beneficial.
Yeah. Until the parents start getting in your business and trying to make decisions for you and your kids, like, cause that's also a thing where it's like, okay, Ma, I appreciate that you do this and you're home when they get home from school and this and that, but these still my kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so there's that where this your side of the family, if you're the one who kind of like has the most assistance with like a relative, that can be a whole thing in itself.
It can.
And then when you add the other person into it, and then they're getting into those business, like say y'all business, like say for example, you and the father and the mom are kind of like, at odds. They might have had like a disagreement or something like that. Now the grandma wants to step in and she's texting the mom on the side, and now the dad has a problem. Like, so it could get messy, but like we said on the last episode, it's about the kids.
Basically.
So I feel like it could always work if you let it work. Like some people, their ego and pride get in the way.
I was just about to say that too, just like the last time. That it's your character, how you deal with situations. The stuff doesn't always have to go left.
Right.
Regardless of the situation. You can respectfully tell someone, I value your opinion, I appreciate it, but for this topic, I'm gonna handle this how I'm gonna handle it. It don't have to be such a huge.
Yeah, you don't gotta make it a big problem or whatever. But kind of on the same topic, not really, but I also wanted to talk about co-parenting long distance, like in different states. Like, do you know anybody who does that?
No, not really.
I know someone who they relocated here, and their ex lives elsewhere. So like over the summer and stuff like that, the kids might go with the dad, or they arrange it however they arrange it. But I was thinking to myself, like, how blessed I am that my kid's mom is local.
Yeah.
And I couldn't imagine if she were to get a job and uproot. I would probably just have to be the solo parent for the most part, because I couldn't imagine my kids not being with me.
Or you could consider possibly going to wherever she goes. I mean, uprooting.
And that's a whole new thing.
Mean, people do it. I mean, because if you think about it, you're right. That's hard to do. Like, I understand some people do summers on, summers off, but what if you don't want to not see your kids for the whole school year? Like, how does that work? Or, I mean, I guess it just depends on where you live or where the person is relocating to. But
we're talking bi-coastal.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot. That's a lot to juggle, and that's a lot to. I mean, but what do you do? What do you tell the person? You can't go.
Right.
Or if that's their livelihood, like you said, it's for a job. I mean, I wouldn't want to be in that situation, honestly, but I will work it out however I would need to. But that's definitely, listen, I'm blessed and thankful I don't have that situation, because that is, I just wouldn't want to be in those shoes.
And I'm curious to know, like, how that goes, because I got a friend from school who he just recently told me that he was moving out of the country, and him and his son was coming with him. And I wanted to be like, okay, so what the mother say?
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? How she feel about it? But I didn't want to like intrude. But
right.
I'm just curious, like, how does that even work?
That's a whole. I actually would love to find out from someone who is living in that situation, because that's a lot.
And I do have someone close to me who has a child out of state, but it wasn't a conversation. Like, it wasn't an agreement that was had.
Oh, they just did it in a person.
The mom just up and left.
Yeah.
And it's not fair, and it's kind of like, how do you go from there?
Yeah.
Like, where do you go from there? Like, do you get the courts involved? Do you just kind of deal with it, wait till the child gets older and is able to understand, the relationship between them and the mom, or do you just go visit when you can, type of thing?
That's what I was gonna say. I mean, if you think about it, people travel just to travel all the time. I feel like you can travel to see your kids. Too. I'm not saying every week. I'm not saying you might not be able to do it every month, and of course, depending on the location. But if I feel like if it's something 2-3 hours away, or less than 5 or 6,
that's a train ride away.
Exactly. You need to make that work. That's I mean, regardless, whether it's the mother or the father. I feel like if that's important to you, then you'll make it work. But wait until they're older,
you think that's problematic?
I mean, I feel like, why wait? If they were local, you would want to see them. You wouldn't wait.
But it's like a thing where, like, kids at certain ages, they look at life different, or they pick up on certain influences differently. So it's like, as a 14-year-old, 15-year-old boy, being around the mom, I'm pretty sure it's not the best things being said about the father around the son. So then it gets to, well, your father don't care nothing about,
Yeah, but
so it's like, you're states away. How you gonna get to your son when first of all, it's a middleman where you have to go through the mom, and then he don't really know you like that. Like, he pretty much a mama's boy. He's influenced by everything his mom is feeding to him. At this age, he don't really know no better. But when he's of age, like 21, 22,
Right.
he's maybe an adult and might have his own kids, his own stuff. Maybe he'll understand them. But it's like, is it too late then?
See, but that's also one of those character issues again. Like,
Right.
that's not really because of they states away. That's really because of the character.
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't be. I don't care if y'all next door. You shouldn't certain things you just shouldn't be saying to your child about the other person.
Right. Right.
You see what I'm saying? So
But
I
I mean,
don't.
it goes on. Like,
Oh, it does.
even
Oh,
like
of
growing
course.
up in my
Of
household,
course.
I grew up in several households.
Right.
I knew all the tea, as they call it. Like,
Exactly.
but
I'm just saying, preferably, regardless out of state or not, that's not.
yeah, you right about that.
That's not good. Because then it, like you said, it turns into it's just you influence your child in a negative way. If you're speaking negatively, then it's going to influence them negatively.
Mhm.
Like
And that's the part of co-parenting that I don't
yeah,
agree with.
yeah,
Because it's like the bitterness. They like to be bitter out loud.
yeah.
Like, and some people, they use it as kind of like a bargaining chip sometimes, where it's like, well, I'm gonna get him on my side so that he could feel this way and you can feel guilty, and then I could get this out of it. Like, it's a lot of
Oh, I'm sure
conniving
that's
going on. So.
that's a. I mean, you're absolutely right. I feel like that's unfortunately a bad way for things to be, for real.
So also on the topic of out of state, I want your opinion on something. So my kids recently, they went to Florida
Mm-hmm.
to visit their grandmother on their mom's side, and the mom was with them the whole time. They was there for like 7 days.
Right.
They had fun. Like, I got their location. They wasn't going nowhere for real. They went to Legoland once, but for the most part, they in the house
Right.
the whole time. They're requesting screen time, like TikTok time and Roblox time. So I can tell like they're on their phone most of the time anyway. So when they got back, they brought the question up to me, next year, would I be okay with them staying longer, like maybe like a whole month in Florida? Like the mom come the first week and she go back home and they stay down there. Me, I don't know.
You feel like a month is too long?
That's too long.
I mean, you could go down there and visit them too, though.
And they said that too.
Yeah.
I don't really know them people like that.
Well, you don't have to stay with them, but you could visit them. You could just go down there and visit.
But it's like, for what? So y'all could be on your phone all day?
Oh, so okay, I get what
Like,
you're
what's the
saying. So
point?
your issue is you all are asking to stay down there for a month as if you all are doing something.
Yeah, like I could sit if I needed a break or something like that. But it's like, why y'all need to stay down there?
I mean,
and then it's like, it's other like nuance stuff to it, like the grandfather. I don't know what he on.
Yeah, you just don't know who around your kids.
Because it's cousins that live there too. Like, I don't know what they about. The uncle, I don't know what he about.
Yeah,
You
no,
know what I'm
I mean, I get that. That is something to consider. So how long they stayed? A week this time, right?
Yeah, with the mom though.
Right. Now, was she wouldn't stay the whole month though, would she?
Nah, because she got
have to work. Yeah.
So, but it's like, I don't know how comfortable I feel about that.
I don't know. I mean, maybe if you go down there first and visit and see, and then make a decision based on that. But I wouldn't feel comfortable just saying, yeah, y'all can stay for a month, and I don't know where you're gonna be.
Right.
What this like? I need to see the setup. I need, like you said, is it one of those houses with people in and out? Is it one of? I would just need to see it before I gave a okay on that. A month is a long time. That's a long time for neither parents to be there.
And I know my kids, like, especially the little one, like, she love her dad, so it's like, I'm pretty sure week 2 they gonna be ready to come back.
Yeah, it probably sounded good, but
yeah, and then we gotta arrange flights, and that it's too much for what though. That's my whole thing. For what?
Well, next time they may have more activities planned.
And that's another thing I wanted to bring up. They still kind of at the age where they don't really fend for themselves enough for me. Like I still have to tell them, take your bath, take your shower.
Oh, I got you.
Go what you eat today. If I don't fix nothing, they gonna eat Doritos and stuff all day. So it's like they not even independent enough for me to go down there and kind of like, you know, fend for themselves if they had to.
Right.
Like grandma is
sleeping or whatever. Yeah.
So it's like I don't know. I'm super on the fence about it, to the point where I'm like, I got a pinky toe on the side of the fence where
they say no.
It's
not happening.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I don't know, but so you think I should try?
I mean, it's worth researching. Like you said, maybe go down there and visit or see what it is. But I definitely wouldn't say yes just off the break. I would need to get some more information. Where do y'all sleep at? Who has access to the room? I need to know all of these things before I say yes to that.
Yeah.
And what happens if you get 2 weeks in and y'all do want to come home? Is that okay? Can we figure that out? Or yeah, I need to know.
Yeah. I haven't. What else can we talk about? Do you know anybody who co-parents from prison?
I don't. That is a sticky situation too, though. I don't. Right. I mean, you know what? I do know, but I wouldn't say it's co-parenting, but I would say that they are in contact with their yeah, exactly.
How old is the kid?
They're older. They like teenagers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're teenagers.
But how is that though? Like,
I mean, does
the parents still have like authority and say so?
I mean, they do, but they don't. Because what can you really do? Right. So I mean, it sounds good, and you can give your opinion, but and hope that your child is going to listen to what you're saying and take your advice. But at the end of the day, you only have but so much of a leg to stand on, because what you going to come and punish the child? Like what can you do?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to look at it from both ways. I mean, but I feel like with situations like that, at least your child is listening to you. At least they are, you know, not just, you know, written you off. Like, you know, I see you when you get out of jail. Good luck with that. Like, because it could be that some kids are not for all that, you know, calling and jail calls, and all kids are not.
Especially as a teenager.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So you got to take what you can. Unfortunately, I don't know, you know, everybody's situation or what put in there, but that's what the situation is. You have to kind of take what you can. And if your child is giving you their ear to listen, talk, they want your advice, you got to be thankful for that, because they could easily, they could just no for those calls, and that would be it, because there's no other. I mean, of course, you can visit, you know, some jails, if they close, you can do jail visits, but that's, if you're not doing calls, they probably not going to do visits either, which is, you know, visits are a whole nother thing. But yeah, it's only but so much you can do, but those are the things you kind of got to think about before those situations, that you have children you have to raise, and how am I going to be a part of their life if I'm in the wrong place?
Right.
Like that's the other side to it.
Right. So as a divorcee, that's the term, right? Divorcee.
I think, yeah.
There was a period of separation. Were you guys allowed to still live in the same household during the separation?
Yes. Yep.
So did you feel like you were co-parenting in the same household, or it still just felt like?
No, it still felt
like
regular.
Yeah. Cause I know people who they live with their child's parent, but they not together.
Right. Right.
Some of them date, and all that. Like they have an understanding. I'm like, how?
Yeah.
Like how being on the outside of that, could you date somebody who co-parents in the same household?
That's a lot. No, I don't. That's so many. That's so many levels in that question. I just feel like nowadays it's a lot of situations out here. And I hate to say it, I feel like a lot of them are because of finances. Like people are just trying to figure it out. Like they want to go their separate ways, but financially, listen, we need to keep a roof over your head, mine, and these kids. We need to Let's just make it work.
Right.
I think it's a lot of those situations nowadays. And I'm not saying that's ideal and it's not the best, but I think a lot of people are doing what they need to do, which I mean, I guess is better than just giving up, because of course the kids are the main focus in those situations. But just like with everything else, just boundaries and it sounds like a lot though.
Yeah.
It sounds like a lot, but
like I personally couldn't imagine living in the same household with my kid's mom and we're both dating other people.
That's a lot.
I couldn't imagine it.
People do it though.
Yeah.
It happens. We might need to find somebody.
We need some extra guests up with all this.
Some people to interview. Right. Yeah. We do because I can't check that box off. I don't have anything to say on that one because I haven't experienced that honestly. But I know people do what they have to do. I mean, that's what's happening a lot nowadays. It's not ideal, but you kind of roll with what you need to, I guess. For the kids, I feel like sometimes for the kids and not sometimes for the kids.
Yeah. But ultimately, it's for the kids. Because if it's for you, then it's going to benefit the kids.
That's true. So. If you in a good space, then you're more than likely your kids will be in a good space too. That's true.
And I feel like that's like the theme of both of these conversations so far is think about the kids, because that's what it's about.
That's what it's supposed to be about. And if you doing the right thing by them, then you should be good. Both parties should be good.
Right.
If that's running smooth. Right. That's just how I feel about it.
How do you feel about staying for the kids?
That's a good one. I mean, I guess maybe I shouldn't say staying for the kids, but I believe in, I guess, trying for the kids.
Right.
Until I guess you reach your limit where you can't stay anymore. Right. I guess, you know what I mean? I don't know if everybody's situation looks different. Some people staying for the kids looks different from another person. You know what I mean?
If you in like a
bad, exactly. If it's a bad space, then it's not, that staying for the kids is not. And then not only that, you're subjecting the kids to something.
Exactly.
So it may be better that you leave. I mean, I've seen things, of course, in shows where people grown up in a house with people, where parents stayed for the kids and then the kids would say, well, I wish I would have just divorced or left each other alone because it was miserable growing up with you two as parents. You know, that kind of stuff that you see is like, yeah, maybe you should have left. But I feel like that's a tricky one because just staying looks different for everyone.
Yeah. What's we could probably wrap up after this, but I was about to say, what's one of the worst situations you've heard of where the person had to choose whether to stay or leave for the kids?
Probably something with like abuse or something like that, where it's just like a toxic situation for everybody involved.
Right.
That's probably the worst that I could think of, because that's one of the worst situations. Like, how can you even? I can't imagine going through something like that, especially on like a normal basis and having to deal with that for yourself and then for your kids, because I feel like then you need to explain to them. Like, it just seems like it would be too much.
Right.
Too much.
Right.
But yeah.
You want to leave with any words or anything?
It's for the kids. Focus.
For the kids.
Focus on the kids, please. Focus on the children and keep the personal stuff out of it.
Right.
That's it.
I agree.
I really think if people did that, more things would be
simple, right?
It's not about you, it's about the kids.
Right.
Now, then 10 years from now, 5 years, until you off the hook raising them, just focus on them. Then you can start back on yourself. That's the best way I can look at it.
100% agree. That's our convo for today. Maybe we'll come back. Maybe we won't.
We'll see.
But I had fun again.
Yeah.
We kind of winged this one.
It worked.
It worked out. So I feel like I learned a little bit. How you feel?
I learned that there's a lot of situations out here.
Man, what? And
that we haven't even scratched.
I was about to say we still need to scratch the surface.
That we haven't experienced ourselves.
Right.
Good and bad. Which is I'm okay with that.
Maybe we could like try to convince some people to come on and talk about theirs.
Their real life experiences. We talk about ours, they can talk about theirs on those. That's a good idea.
Or maybe we could think of a situation where we could like have an email or something where people could write in
about their situations. Yeah. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
We can see.
So tell me what y'all think in the comments. Should we have somebody should we have people email us or
send in their stories or their situations?
Right. And if you want to come on and be a guest, I guess reach out to Miss Irene Smith for Generationally Speaking, and you know maybe they could put the number on the bottom of the screen or something like that, or in the description. But that'll be interesting because there's a lot of stuff we haven't experienced yet.
This is true.
I would like to know what it's like to be, you know, a states away. And you know, it's a lot of stuff I don't know, and she don't know.
Correct.
We don't know. So, and maybe you know. So, hit us up, man. Thanks for watching. Again, man, I had fun.
Yep. Till next time.